Good morning and welcome to the Keilat Shari Torah Halacha Review and Virtual Counting of the Omer, Tuesday, April 28th. Today is the 19th day of the Omer, Hayom Tisha Asar Yom, Shehem Shnei Shavuos V'chamisha Yamim LaOmer. We were speaking yesterday about who's obligated and who's exempt from counting the Omer. So what about the case of an onen? God forbid somebody loses an immediate family member. Nobody should know from such things. Between the patira, between the person's passing and the actual burial, the immediate relatives, those who will ultimately sit shiva for the person and whose responsibility is to bury that person, they are called an onen. We happen to be discussing it in our Monday Talmud class. An onen is exempt from all the positive mitzvahs in the Torah. All the prohibitions still apply, but positive mitzvahs a person's exempt from while they're concerned with making sure the person is seeing the person's proper burial. So someone who's an onen at nighttime should not count that night, and instead, Rabbi Eliyahu recommends, should wait until the following day, until after the burial, when the mitzvahs apply to a person. Again, the positive mitzvahs. Wait until after the burial and count then without saying the bracha. During the coming nights, that person is allowed to count with a bracha. If he knows at night that he'll definitely be an onen throughout the entire coming day, they should count at night without a bracha and can continue count during the following nights with a bracha. If possible, it says they should count after the Chevra Kadisha takes the mace away, takes the nifter away, the person's body away. Mishnah Brura decided that decides this way, and also writes that if an onen did not count throughout the night and day, they should count wait 1 second. Decided and it writes that if an onen did not count through the night and the day, in other words, the entire day, they missed the whole day, they should count during the coming nights without a bracha, even though they were exempt from counting them, or because they were an onen. It wasn't their fault, but nevertheless, since their counting is not considered complete, they do not count with the bracha. Okay, in the Siddur on page 286, in the Sphera column, it says for today, day 19, Hod Shebet Tiferet, humility in compassion. Here's what Rabbi Jacobson writes in the Spiritual Guide for Counting of the Omer. If compassion is not to be condescending and pretentious, it must include humility. Hod is recognizing that my ability to be compassionate and giving does not make me better than the recipient. It is the acknowledgement and appreciation that by creating one who needs compassion, God gave me the gift of being able to bestow compassion. Thus, there is no place for haughtiness in compassion. Questions to ask ourselves: do I feel superior because I am compassionate? Do I look down at those who need my compassion? Am I humble and thankful to God for giving me the ability to have compassion for others? Our exercise for the day is to express compassion in an anonymous fashion without taking any personal credit. Also remind ourselves that today is Yom HaZikaron. Today is the Memorial Day for fallen Israeli soldiers. And tonight, I believe at 7 or 7:30, you'll look in the Shabbos Bulletin and you'll see the link there. Mizrahi, Canada, is putting on a program for Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut, which begins tonight. Chag Atzmaut Sameach. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.